Is the 2021 Ford Bronco reveal canceled? We're going to look at this roller coaster of the last couple of days. We're going to look at the Ford statements. We're also going to look at some of the latest renders and just sort of get a scoop on what is really happening with the Bronco overall. My name is Eric, and if you enjoy these Bronco and other future car updates, please consider subscribing. Let's look at what's happened so far. First, there was a rumor that the Bronco would be revealed on March 18th. Some dealers received this communication from Ford. Congratulations and welcome to the Bronco Readiness Program. We will use this distribution list to keep you and your dealership updated with important information as we approach the reveal and launch of the Bronco. Mark your calendar. March 18th will be a big day for the Bronco. So this communication was received by dealers on March 11th, which is 2 days ago. If the reveal was going to be on March 18th, that would have given the press, the media, and the dealers exactly 1 week to prepare and get ready for the reveal. Now, as far as I know, the media was not broadly informed that March 18th was gonna be the reveal date. A little farther down in this email, it says, Bronco Hot Sheet. The main questions we are getting right now can be summed up like this. What info can I share with customers at this point? To help you with that, there is a hot sheet attached to this mail that lays out all the publicly available information that you can share with customers prior to reveal. At each of the events, we'll have much more info for you to share, but this document should be helpful to you in the meantime to generate customer interest and answer their questions. So despite what is being reported, I don't interpret this particular email as a reveal on March 18th. This is a dealer-focused email, and they're talking about providing information and more information that you can provide to your customers, but it doesn't really indicate that there is going to be a big launch event. So Reuters picked up this story, but they actually didn't call it a reveal on March 18th. The headline was, Ford takes aim at Jeep with new Bronco SUVs. And a little farther in the article it says, the automaker is slated to reveal details of the 2021 Bronco on March 17th. Now that's not the same day as the 18th. So it looks like Reuters has got a different source, or maybe they are using Bronco 6G as a source. I wouldn't call Bronco 6G the most reliable source. I mean, this is a rumor-based website, and so far Ford has not come out and said publicly when the reveal is actually going to be. But Bronco 6G took that story from Reuters and published it as Reuters says March 17th reveal for the new Bronco. So not entirely accurate. I think we're getting a series of miscommunications here and misinterpretations when Ford hasn't actually said that the reveal was going to be on March 18th. There's been no communication broadly to the media as far as I'm aware. As I was recording this video, Ford actually did release an official announcement. I'm not going to use the word of this global pandemic because YouTube might monetize the video. I'm going to call it CV, like CV joint. Ford Motor Company is delaying the reveal of its highly anticipated off-road Bronco SUV amid the spreading CV, the Dearborn automaker said Friday. We have postponed it and will reschedule as soon as possible, spokesman Mark Truby said on a conference call. Business critical, however, does include certain positions to keep product programs on time, Truby said. The Bronco is scheduled to launch early in 2021, with a smaller version expected to begin production before the end of this year. Ford made this announcement, and in fact, General Motors has a very similar announcement too, and that is effectively that all Ford employees, except for some essential ones that need to work on site, are going to be working from home. Ford's top priority is always the safety and well-being of our employees, dealers, customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders. In recent days, we concluded the issue has taken on a different dimension. We are continuing to act in real time to keep our people safe and limit the spread of the virus. So yes, it does appear that we are going to have some type of delay, some sort of press event delay, and I know there's been a lot of anger and a lot of consternation. People are very, very angry and upset at Ford for not releasing this, not getting the information out in light of all the recent leaks that we've seen. However, Ford is really just following the same type of path that General Motors and Toyota have taken recently with the launch of the C8 Corvette and the Supra. Essentially, there's been a lot of leaks right up to the launch, and people have been screaming for these companies to release all the information, give us everything, show us the photographs to appease the public, but Ford is just following in the same footsteps as these other companies. We do know that Ford had planned to start production at some point this fall. I've heard rumors that people might be getting Broncos into the dealers as early as October. I don't really know if that's true, but that's really where it is right now. Even if the reveal is delayed a couple of days, we're still not looking at getting these vehicles into people's hands until the end of this year at the earliest, probably early 2021. So remember, we have two Broncos. We have the Bronco Sport, which is the unibody, and then we have the Bronco, the big Bronco, which is the body on frame version. So we're going to have two different vehicles for two different audiences. And look, let's just take a step back for a second here. A lot of people have been accusing Ford of deliberately botching the launch or mismanaging the launch, and I know that we've been waiting for a long time for this reveal to happen, so there's certainly a lot of pent-up demand for this. However, I don't think Ford could have foreseen this particular week in time, this particular month in time, when the CV health crisis is happening and causing a lot of global disruption in terms of travel and all that. I think it's just a very unfortunate time for a manufacturer to be launching a vehicle. It's pretty different. All right, so when are we likely to see the reveal? So we know that the Geneva Auto Show has been canceled. We know that the New York Auto Show has been canceled, and that leaves one major auto show for the season. That, of course, is the North American International Auto Show, which is in June in Detroit. I think we can certainly expect to see it there. However, I still think that they are going to do a launch before that, and I'm expecting at this point they are just going to do an online launch. Maybe some select members of the media will be there, maybe not, but I would expect to see this launch streamed, and hopefully there'll be some journalists there, but it's difficult to say given the current travel environment and what we're likely to see over the next couple of weeks. I think it's possible we might see some delays in manufacturing as well, because the global supply chain is likely to be disrupted in the short term, because as you probably know, boats are not coming over from China, and no doubt there is some Chinese content in this vehicle. Again, I don't know exactly where all the parts from the vehicle are coming from, but they are not 100% US sourced. Basically no vehicle on the planet is sourced all from one country. Now, some good news. We know that earlier this week Ford definitely was out in the desert in Johnson Valley, which is the home of the King of Hammers, and they were shooting some video. These photos popped up on Bronco 6G and some other places. We've got this really cool Raptor here with this incredible camera rig, which is designed to film cars and vehicles at speed. So if they're doing this video shoot in Johnson Valley, we can expect to see some pretty good off-road stuff. Now, I think it's going to take a couple of weeks to edit this, get the videos ready, get the promo ready. So I think this does point to a information reveal, or the actual reveal, probably a couple weeks out from today. The color palette for the Bronco leaked a couple weeks ago. It's from an automotive paint supplier that does touch-up paint. And what we've got here is a number of paint colors that we all believe are going to be available for the Bronco. I think there's going to be some more. So over at Bronco6G.com, a user by the name of NoNo did some really cool color renders or some Photoshop work. He closed the hood on this photograph of the Bronco and then applied these various colors from this color palette. We've got Antimatter Blue Metallic, Cyber Orange Pearl, Fighter Jet Gray, Carbonized Gray Metallic, Oxford White, Race Red, Lucid Red Pearl, Area 51, and Absolute Black. I hope I got all those right in the right order. My apologies if I didn't. But let me know down below, which color would you pick? And would you pick the 2-door or the 4-door? A couple days ago, Inside EVs posted what I think is a pretty misleading title and article. It's entirely possible that at some point the Bronco will receive a full electric treatment. I don't know if that's the case, but Rivian is a manufacturer that Ford invested $500 million into, and Rivian has an EV platform, it's a skateboard platform that they have developed that they are going to launch with two of their vehicles. One of them is an SUV, one of them is a truck. Pretty cool, it's pretty interesting technology, and with the skateboard platform you can essentially take any kind of frame or any kind of body and put it on top of this platform, which is a body and motors. Now we know that Rivian is going to be powering a couple of future Ford products. Could be the F-150, it's hard to say. I don't think it's the Bronco, but a hybrid is certainly going to be one of the powertrain options. Don't know that it's going to be available at launch, but we're expecting the 2.3 and the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engines, probably to be available at launch. Sorry folks, haven't heard anything about a V8. I just don't see it happening at this point unless the rumor mill has been completely inaccurate or Ford has been very, very good at hiding the existence of a V8. Now I know everybody's been waiting a long time for the Bronco, but here's a meme. Hopefully we won't need to wait much longer. There's 2 videos on screen right now. Pick one if you want more Bronco news and other news. I'm working on a Toyota Corolla review. My name is Eric. I will see you in the next video.